Hello, hello, hello.
Daddy, it's starting!
And welcome. I have no idea what this game is really. But I'm gonna play it for a bit. Ooh, the camera went weird.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Camera's being very slow.
Friends
But anyway, I don't know where the best place for my camera is. Apparently I can use like controller, but it's not working. Anyway, I don't know how to play this. I don't really know what the game is. My camera's being really slow, jerky. Let's just have a. We'll see.
Advance have cured death.
Jog off! We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Options, difficulty. Let's go easy, because we don't know what we're doing. Hardcore mode off, auto off. I don't understand any of this. Controls. Okay, so I can use
What a wild ride this is.
the gamepad, apparently.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is 19.
I guess we'd just do subtitles on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's just. I don't know what's happening.
Never enough. Cannot believe you, Ellen.
Let's stress, less challenging.
Are you saying that advance have cured
Let's
death?
show them.
Jog off! We're still vassal slaves.
Try less challenging.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I don't know if this is a good place for my face to be. Although, to be honest, it's not really working, is it? So let's just get rid of my face. Novice. It's very nice music. Can I not? Controller? Oh, I can. Good.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so, you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Right.
Look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience.
Okay.
You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
I'll try.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the
Yep.
right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's
Okay.
only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio.
Okay.
And you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
All right.
Don't worry. I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
To my left.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with with them. All you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Take on 4 old ladies from East.
Ah.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the New York sock and its importance during the Great Blackout.
Oh, no, not that one.
Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Postures.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Andy's totally independent.
Is it gravy?
And corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their
6,
historic...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
I can do this.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We'll get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right and use the right analog stick on your controller and move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired.
What's
now, the clock
advert?
at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there
Okay.
at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
This
the
is
co-leader's acceptance speech.
complicated.
3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
That's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting.
Uh-oh.
A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb.
These aren't my
1.
words. Please
Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
With Johnny Hamsleeve.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners in advance. But first
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the
Go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much
Oh,
for coming
wrong
on.
one.
Oh my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated. Yeah.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying?
How am I doing, do you think?
But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference, you think. I do it for the
Been on that show a bit long.
Sorry.
But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Hold down right trigger on your controller, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by gently pushing the right analog stick to the right.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
No, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
For you, baby.
Next we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Hold down the right trigger, but this time move the right analog stick up. Upwards, mate, upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, don't.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
congruity. This formula, this is the key. Yes.
Bloody perfect.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in. Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen.
Segment grade A+.
Someone says a naughty word,
Look at me.
lights up like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the left trigger on your controller for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by.
Ooh.
All you got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. Mate, if you don't turn up the broadcast volume, you won't be able to time your bleeps. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Okay.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live.
I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it.
Controller to select the screen you want.
Personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready
start?
to bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start?
Okay.
Well,
Thank you all for
Okay.
coming. And
Well,
thank you all
where
for
do I
coming.
start?
And,
Well,
what a
where do I start?
day!
They said we couldn't do it. They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against southern you. They had against
Nice.
you saw right through there.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry
Sorry
about
about
that. I've
that.
had a couple of celebratory
Sorry about
pints.
that. I've
Makes
had a
me
couple of celebratory
coarser than the ground is
pints.
funny. Coarser than the ground
Memorably
is...
put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that advance.
How am I supposed to do all this without that guy
That is what you have
talking
when
at
things
me?
are going well. That is what you have when the country is suffering. You don't need a party. When the country is suffering, you need a team. A team that can change things. A team that can change. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. A better. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put. Again, not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced...
Working in television is complicated, it turns out, isn't it?
Into the millions.
You know the sort of because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their community.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere to hide. We revoked your passports. We revoked your passport. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. But first, you're going to pay first. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals to properly fund health and education, to raise the living standards of us all.
Billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay your pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children you raise,
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you. Advance have this to say to you. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been.
This is so confusing. I'm getting so confused.
People who created it.
Today.
Yes. It ends today. It ends and tomorrow today. We'll start making it fair again. We'll start making just it like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Well, interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies.
This is so confusing.
And our apologies. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself...
I think I did it right. I think I bleeped them all.
That's all from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful Jeremy Donaldson.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
What? Job's mine? I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not going for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Deals are unreal. You've got people coming over.
When the programme's finished, you'll get a broadcast report.
Oh, I got some achievements there.
This first page shows you how
Look how awesome I am. I am so awesome.
overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue.
Yeah, I want to see just how awesome I am, please. Is the red one the one I've selected, or is the white one the one I've selected?
Right,
the red one.
section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You got Graft here showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV.
Oh.
I never came here, never once.
Nah, don't surprise me that, mate. All offensive words were censored, an interference-free show, an exceedingly poor edit. Nice. But I mean, I got A+ across the board, so I don't know.
Right, this is the important page.
Received a generous bonus. Current wealth, broadcast poor.
That
Nice.
box at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake. So
That is
why would you
true.
care?
Why would I care?
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Right. Well, he's in love with me, it seems.
Into the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now. Over a
Pop
minute.
it in.
That's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news.
What bit
But
do I
before
want to
that,
see?
Let's
I
take
don't
a look
know.
at what's coming up later on tonight.
On Channel 1 at 7 o'clock. It's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 PM by award-winning documentary.
Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's total.
Suppose if anything's gone wrong, I could look back and be like, oh yeah, I did
The
a bad.
landslide victory.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Right, now let's take a look at the rushes. Right, this is the rushes room. during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. So
Oh.
broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Oh. Oh.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
This music reminds me of Fallout. Really sounds like something they play on Fallout. Day 3. Okay. You arrive home to find post on the mat. Most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. My current wealth is broke-ass poor. It's a form from the new advanced government, asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, you would... be productive. Colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would... Like, are these going to have consequences? An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would... I would leave work on time. Work is work. It's the annual company barbecue and you and your family have been invited. You... Yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice day out with friends and family. You've had a successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you... I mean, I would probably refuse to attend if I had to make a speech. But yes, all the good memories. In your spare time, you... Yeah, encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Your ideal holiday getaway would be... Yeah, theme park. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy or equal. Oh my... I feel like if you're happy, like you can't be happy if you're not safe, and you can't be happy if you don't feel free or equal. So I would say happy. I don't know if I did a bad. We'll see, I guess. I don't know what possible consequences that might have, if any. You don't know. A family matter. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favourite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The prints faded, but... Oh, excuse me. Yawning. The prints faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. Sorry for bursting in so late, Chris stammers, but I need a favour and you're the only one I can ask. Yeah, are you okay? Should I go and get Sam? No, no need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act. I literally woke in news, Chris. Chris's fist bangs on the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're getting away with it. Madness, which is why I need your help. What do you need? Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to buy your passport. What do you need my passport for? They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so Chris is pacing now. I need to leave now before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. I don't think that's a good idea, because then when they have on the register that I've left the country and yet I'm still turning up at work. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? Alright. I'll do it. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who's cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. I do apologise that I keep yawning. It's quite late. Alex, what's going on? Yeah, Chris is downstairs. They live in the country. I'm not lying to my wife. Sam sits bolt up right now. All thoughts of sleep gone. What? They live in the country? Are things really that bad? Yeah, according to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passports. This must be tearing Sam apart. Their family's always been close. You know what I would do, Sam says finally, but it's not my passport. I can't ask you to give it up. I don't know what to do. What should I do? What should I do? I think Chris is overreacting. I don't think this is going to be a dystopian game at all. I think this is going to be a nice, happy game. Those people seemed like they wanted the best for the country. So, you know, I'm sure everything's going to be fine. I'm sorry, Chris. Fine, I'll solve this myself, Chris spits. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the neon fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. I got an achievement called Screw the 1%. The fallout. It's going to be bad, isn't it? Hello, Dave. Glad you're having fun, Dave. Oh yeah.
You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. And the trip switch, mate, otherwise nothing's gonna work.
Why doesn't that?
Right, let's load up the adverts.
That's why.
You know, load the tapes under the desk, look down. You might want to have a bit of a think.
Should we play this? Is this toy safe? Well then, no, I won't. Yeah, Pig Juice, Alan James, Go-Getters. Yeah.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again. The Navision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom
Cool. Okay.
It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Now, you're in auto headline mode, so if you don't bother to pick a photo before that clock runs out, the machine's just going to pick one at random for you. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll get back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets
Finally
really hot.
tonight.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs
It's a
have
bit
their
of
own
escapism
secret language?
with
Yeah,
Lawrence
the one that
Wondertatch's
mistrusts the moon.
acclaimed action
10
movie,
seconds,
Will It
everybody.
Now.
Not the best
Taking
source
us
of
up to the
consumer
National Wine
advice, then.
Report and
Don't
it
blame
goes
me
down
when it
at a
explodes.
4:15.
Going in 5,
But before
4,
all that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National
Good
Night
evening,
News.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Good
Our
evening,
main headlines
I'm Jeremy
tonight.
Donaldson.
Destination
Headlines
unknown.
tonight. At the end of Advance's first full week in office,
At the end of
we
Advance's
ask exactly
first full week
who's
in
leading
office.
this charge.
We ask exactly.
Tonight,
I'll be discussing what the new future may
Tonight,
hold.
I'll be
with the
discussing
leading
what the new
economist
future
and
may
radical
hold.
free thinker.
With the leading
With the
economist
Assets
and
and
radical
Wealth
free
Act
thinker.
on the brink of
With
raising
the
living
Assets and
standards
Wealth Act
for the
on the
vast
brink of
majority of the
raising living
country.
standards
I'll
for
be
the vast
asking my
majority of the
guess
country.
if we're on the
I'll
way
be
to a
asking
new
my
future.
guess
If we're on the way to
out
a
of the
new
old
future. Remington Smith
out
has
of the
appointed
old
Sophia Remington as their new CEO. Remington, the following photo taken from our archive. The following photo gives us a sense of this influential young father. Gives us a sense of this.
So I guess I'm influencing what people think. I can make them
Sophia Remington has always
like people or dislike people. Like there was that photo of them looking really stern, or a photo of them looking really
The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment.
Smiley.
The stock's rising 30 points in light of the stock's rising 30 points in her first press conference this afternoon. Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Sophia announced a children's toy. Sophia promises it will be all the rage this Christmas. Sophia promises that concerns have been raised about the product safety. Concerns have been raised about the product safety. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong. Intrepid scientist
Villa! Hello, hello, hello! Thank you for the raid!
was previously discovered on YouTube.
I have no idea what I'm doing, and that noise scared me because I thought something was going wrong with my broadcast.
And the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest. Only the latest in a series of successful expeditions. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face. The pair stated their team might face. We will face the plentiful challenges together. We will face the plentiful challenges together. Like we playing the field. Rumours about playing the sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Johnny Hamsleeves on the capital's hottest Bush. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show Snatched Inside, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two?
Welcome, welcome, all the people who came in with Villa.
With advance promising a radical new position, how afraid should we actually be?
What should I do? Ah! That one.
With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for advances?
Any help from chat would be very much appreciated because I have no idea what I'm doing.
The new assets and welfare side first hand. They'll be talking and performing later. They'll be talking. That's all coming up on tonight's later. National Night coming up on tonight's National Night News.
30 seconds back, everybody. 30 seconds back, everybody.
That one. Oh my word.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office.
This is so stressful.
Katie Brightman, a leading economist. Alan James, a leading economist. Alan James is right. The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. The government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they passed. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves. We're just in prettier cages.
A confident business all there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I
Katie
don't.
Brightman,
No.
do you agree?
I think that advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable. So they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan. They're moving to the next steps in the
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book.
Grand plan,
Alan James
Alan.
is right. It's all in my book. Jeremy. Alan James
We're
is
to
right.
become the great
Jeremy.
herd.
Ignorant,
We're to become
sterile,
the great
and short-lived.
herd. That's what they want.
Sterile,
Or
and
perhaps
short-lived.
advance have
That's
just
what they
realised
want.
that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption. In a mad orgy of consumption.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Yes, only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is
shamelessly self-promoting. Shamelessly self-promoting. How do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most destructive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great World War.
What was that?
Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
right. And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking
I am so confused. There's so much going on. Ah!
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes,
Democracy
advance are
dead.
radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain. To keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
Why do I feel like this has got very out of control?
I call it you say mobilise. The grooming of an entire generation to grooming of an entire into eternal bondage. Happily into eternal bondage.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your based on the facts?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates. See?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Ellen?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP...
This has gone very
infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe
dystopian,
is that
hasn't it?
succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan. What does the future look like to you, Alan?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating Law and Order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them, then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
We believe your skin deserves
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, actively
I can
removes
explain it
harsh
to you,
chemicals
but
from your
unfortunately,
skin.
I can't
The high salt
understand it
content
for you.
actually pulls the dihydrogen
This
monoxide
game
from
is
the skin
stressful.
to give you the crisp, brittle skin you've come to expect.
How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune now. Alright, mate, see you later. Bye.
It's a good game, but it's stressful. I am broadcasting. It's mad.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory? Can you hear
Yes,
me,
I've
Greg?
got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me. Yes, I've got
What's
you,
it like?
Jeremy.
Front line of the hard face with the cold hand of justice.
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level, Jeremy. At a structural level. Time, darling.
It never is it?
Time, darling.
I'll be at my mother's.
It never is it?
Just hang on. Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one. The problem isn't a local one. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Thompson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Jump.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
We need.
Hello, Mrs. Jump.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public service.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving? Can I have a moment?
Yes, I understand.
It's really not the right time.
Burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Gregory Judge. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob? Do you think there's a problem?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cop.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible.
He seems like a pleasant man, doesn't he?
Hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Why has he got...
Jeremy, back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was staying the Badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back on? Jeremy Donaldson.
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You're going back in your gift space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it's certainly not the responsibility to be decent, good, white people of this...
I have no idea what's going on.
Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said, get back in your gift space. Naughty, you beast.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of the pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there. Relocking down the police's position on morality force. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted,
He's got no trousers on.
It's time to get Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison.
Oh my word.
3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing a SWAT. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony. Many happy returns, Tony.
Call me Titwank, Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony? Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Prison's a mixed bag. Structures, crimes, a mixed bag. It's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank, Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Sopen! I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris. Little Chris.
Oi, oi.
And Vampire Chris.
Oi, oi.
And Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yeah.
One sec, love. Chipmunks on the news. One sec, love. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust, you know? Inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebottom's only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time. It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony. Well, we're just trying to get that signal back.
I don't think we want to get that signal back, my dude.
Tony, I mean, we're literally in 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back. Don't go away after these messages. We'll be back.
1 minute back, everybody.
Alan J. I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit
Ooh, this is a mad game.
You can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip.
Segment grade D. I'm doing a lot worse than I was when he was telling me what to do.
You'll still be 10 seconds, everybody.
Alan J.
Gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Maths is really important. Yes, Steve. Can we just have Steve there?
When we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. Put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well,
Maths is really important.
While you run off and get ready, I can't wait to see it. Run off and get ready, I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly, but...
She's a paraplegic mainly.
And so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this old democracy thing. And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Oh no, not Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year.
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. It's so important.
It is. Maths is really important. Oh!
My arm's stuck.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right. Keep going. Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Now,
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist. Not today.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free coat.
Brilliant, keep going!
My arm's free coat. Who are you to stand up to me? I, Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me. Or you could be free. Life can be cheeky.
I really don't know what I'm doing. The whole thing's messing with my brain. I just know I need to change cameras in time with the music.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew laps. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk.
Why is my thing going down?
My mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner? Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women
is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice. Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow
This
night
is such a
for all the
weird
headlines
game.
from across the country. My name's Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
What the literal fuck was that?
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but let's make it so.
I have a similar belief about adequate.
Oh my word, this is such a stressful game.
Please get these twats out of my studio.
And there isn't any space on my screen for my face. So you will just have to do without it. Ah, the break. I got an A+ for that, though.
With the Go-Getters.
Overall B. I'll take that. I'll take that. All offensive words were censored. All an interference-free show. An exceedingly poor edit. Yeah. Broadcast poor. Nice, nice, nice. Day 15, a late night. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognise Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gone to pick Chris's stuff up from the street. Don't wait up, underlined twice, so this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. What do I do, guys? Do I let him go, or do I tell him no? My instinct is tell him no. I don't know what to do. I'm going to tell him, you want to be the cool pet. I feel like no is the safer bet, but will he sneak out? I'm like second guessing everything. I'm gonna say no. Charlie's voice gets louder and louder as he sees you're not going to change your mind. You pretend that it's for my own good, but really you just want to be left alone. I fucking hate you. He hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage he can't bring himself back down. Before you open your mouth, he storms up to the stairs and slams the door. I'm gonna check on him before I head to bed, because he might have sneaked out. You knock on Charlie's door, and when there's no answer you quietly open it. Your son is under the duvet sulking. He's determinedly facing the wall, but once it's clear you're not leaving until he talks to you, he sighs and turns to face you. Oh, good. I thought maybe it was like pillows under the duvet. He needs to learn to control his temper. He begrudgingly apologises for his outburst, and both of you sleep much easier having cleared the air. Oh, I did a good parenting. Oh, I'm a good dad. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. That doesn't say around, that says around. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You always did have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. Oh. No, I'm not a single dad. I've got a wife and 2 kids and the wife's sibling. Don't know if it's brother or sister or non-binary, but the wife's sibling called Chris is now homeless, and that might be my fault because I didn't give them my passport. It's been a tense afternoon, everyone can feel it. Ah yeah, it's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. Sam's my wife. Big change for Sam. The 2 siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Yeah, you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? Your mother stares vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself with a start of recognition. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely, she murmurs. It's been happening more and more lately. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Oh, again. Let's make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Chris doesn't move. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks for you. Chris, sighs Sam. Come on now, it's Christmas. Can't we put that behind us? Sam's right. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You chuckle. This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I, you joke? Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning on going travelling this year, Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. Have you not seen that in the top corner, Susie? I am broke ass poor. Don't think I can help you with the money. She's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Ignoring Chris. I'm not going to wind Chris up. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know that money's really tight now that Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Suze. But please. Harriet's parents are helping her. No, I'm sorry. I wish we could afford it, but we can't. What? You promised, your daughter yells. She looks in the face of one parent to the other and opens her mouth to speak. Instead, she lets out a frustrated shriek and buries her head in her hands. Chris starts to applaud. And the Parent of the Year award goes to... I was doing a good parenting earlier. My current wealth is broke-ass poor. Yeah. It's not ideal. It's not an ideal amount of money to have. Chris starts a sarcastic drum roll on the table. You look to Sam for support, but none is forthcoming. Pay no attention, Suze, Chris goes on. Alex has no time for their family, isn't that right? You can't bring yourself to speak. Pathetic. Chris puts an arm around Susie and escorts her out of the room. Like, we haven't got the money! I can't give you money I haven't got. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as we start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Oh. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated post. Each new bill pulls on your guts like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognising the Teal Advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm their receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of arguments with Sam worth it. Ooh! Monies! As such, it's our pleasure to enclose a cheque, which we hope you will see as a symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your fresh, speed-induced paper cuts is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A cheque! And a sizable one at that. We'll continue to strive for the betterment of the nation and its people. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. It's bliss. Am I not broke ass poor anymore? Day 72 of long weekend. Current wealth holiday time! Whoop whoop! Why does the zip on the stamp case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for a weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Uh-oh. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Oh, Mr. Bozeman! I don't want to. Let's go away with my wife. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 AM sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance, and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Oh, what do I do? Do I go to work? Or do I not? Tell you what, this game is a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be the sort of game you play for like half an hour and then you're like, well, that was a fun half an hour, I'm done now. It's much more involved than I thought it was. No, we're going on holiday. Message deleted. What was that? Comes a voice from behind you. Nothing important, you reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam round the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it on Monday. Actually, I'm wondering whether all the names are non-binary. Maybe I'm not a man. And I don't know if it said I was. I don't know. I think so. I think they called me Dad at some point. I might be making that up. I might have just decided I'm a bloke. I don't know. Does this story play out the same way every time? You always get... I have zero idea, Villa. I know as much about this as you do right now. I don't know if you always get the same events. I know that, like, Chris kicking off at Christmas probably wouldn't have happened if I'd given them my passport because they wanted to get out of the country. So I guess stuff changes. I don't know. And I also don't know what effect my broadcasts have on, like, public opinion and stuff. Yeah, I guess your wealth affects the outcomes too. But, like, I think I can influence, like, public opinion to like the government or not like the government depending on what I broadcast and how I broadcast it. I think. We'll see. When you get to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I'm very disappointed, Winston. I could always just say I didn't get the message before I left. I didn't get the message. I didn't check the answer phone before I left. Soscumbers, what can we do? A permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? I don't like the capital T in team. That's a bit scary. Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Oh god, this is like... I don't want to say what I'm thinking, but maybe we're all thinking it. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts the form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. I think it's a bad idea to be going against the government, and he's a kid, so I think probably he should toe the line at least until he's an adult. I'm gonna sign it. He can join. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him become so passionate about... It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing, but I think it's better than not doing it. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day... Yeah, as long as you don't become a racist, son. I think you might. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar Advance logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advance government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality. By nationalising the largest private corporations and redistributing the resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds programme ensures that the wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. No, I didn't expect any of this. And also, we're communists now? Is that what's happening? Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Okay. So... Right. So I need to pick a corporation to link my wealth to. And then I guess I need to like show adverts for that corporation so that people like it and buy more of it. I'm gonna go Neil's Deals. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You'll receive a report from your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. The future of this nation is in partnership, forwards together. Just how much influence could you have? How much influence could I have? A teenage rebellion. Oh god, what are my kids doing? You step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince, hoping the door won't come off its hinges. You don't say anything, now's not the time. As you approach the front desk, you feel... oh shit. You feel physically sick. The police officer asks you to wait. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is brought out by an officer with a kind face. She's a good kid, but if we pick her up for graffiti again, we'll have to charge her. You nod and apologise on Susie's behalf as Sam hugs your shell-shocked daughter. As you shake her hand, the officer lowers her voice. Keep her away from that boy and I think she'll be fine. Bad parents! In the car, you attempt to broach the subject, but Susie refuses to say a word. After a while, you give up your questions about who this boy might be and just drive. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling, worrying. The stillness in the bedroom is the only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Who is Susie hanging out with? Why is she acting out? Neither of you are going to sleep tonight. Turns out the broadcasts aren't even maybe the most important part of the game. The Tempest. Okay, we're in broadcast mode again.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting
Oh yeah, powering up.
I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert.
I don't know if that needs to be on or not.
Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that looks nasty.
So I need to...
Oh, how's it going with Steve? Why are all men such pricks?
That one, did you say? Yeah, must be played.
No.
Sorry, are you saying
And then
you
we
chose
want to
to
play
work with a
that
friend of
because that's who we're with.
I don't know why I talked to you.
And then check your prostate because
Like I said, all of you.
you all should. Yes, I am playing it with a controller.
It's going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main story.
Oh, camera!
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, Doctors Ingrid Sporsborg and Horgensford and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible
Dante's taint.
With 2 of the finest minds in science.
Oh yeah, that might have been my daughter.
For the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cabin's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy. I think I'll stick to risotto,
LaBeouf
Jeremy.
avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how can we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales
Yes,
turned out to be a miracle.
I didn't advertise Mr. Snugglehugs.
Injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully,
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to record the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by
Oh, so that's...
will be 100%
This is a positive for the government picture, and the other one was negative.
Johnny Hamsleys and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out with Love today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in a tablet.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenut McFridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely in a wrestling ring.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flard Master 5000.
What is a Flard Master 5000?
That has rocked the construction industry this morning. The breakthrough device for aiding in installation is sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
with that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
National Nightly News.
30 seconds back. Did you feel that? It's not a drip on my head. Makeup. A drip on my head. Makeup.
It's all going wrong.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest.
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in moderate Hatchins to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives? Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much snacking. A Wednesday hatch basket with too much.
Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin. She really
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
At least you've been rehoused in a nice big house. This grubby little gather scratch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room and the same bloody place room and the dining room. Everyone's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fuss's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our terrific butler was from Swinstead. I think our terrific butler was from Swinstead. I wonder what happened to him. I wonder what happened to him. Daddy, why did you shoot him in the buttocks and you allowed him to the woods? That's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
I have no idea why they're talking like they're talking. I'm not listening to a word they're saying. I'm concentrating on my job.
We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and undress bare just protest. Our breasts and undress bare just protest.
Woo!
Here's our mummy, she's proper cracked. Here's our mummy, she's proper
At least you are showing some shame. At least you are showing some shame.
Free at last!
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you.
I don't know, like, am I supposed to be showing this? I don't know.
Sharp work, boy. He gets that work, boy. He gets that.
I've got no viewers. That went really bad. Oh, use the lights under the small TV screens to help you. I didn't know I could do that. I probably should go to bed, but this is this is such a good game. Am I supposed to show the naked people then? I don't know.
Adverts loaded. I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right.
Oh, second break.
Oh, how's it going, Steve? Why are all men such a prick?
Yeah, well, no.
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his friend.
No. Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky What did you?
I don't know why. Right.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds.
Let's try this again.
Said all of you.
Did your personality actually slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance?
I know I'm not talking much,
and
but I
what
need
does
to
that mean as we go
concentrate.
into the future?
We shall overcome.
It's difficult.
Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborgen Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
While both options are still on the table, support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt. If a group of fungus experts can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then
I know.
As the last
I have no
Snuggle
idea
is
what the
found
rules are.
destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned
Should
out
I
to
be
a miracle,
pro-government
as
or
only 7
anti-government?
children
Like,
were
I
horribly
don't
injured
know.
by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Questions have been raised about the government's judgment, with Prime Minister Peter Clement forced to apologise this morning for seeming to endorse the self-combusting plaything in this publicity shot taken last Christmas. Let's hope his niece recovers quickly.
Table for 2. Johnny Hansleaves and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them
Take a
firmly
stand
back
and
in the
stick
dark.
to my guts. Yeah.
Johnny's secretive hospital visits have had the rumour mill churning. I think it's safe to say that they're not looking at his school report.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them,
I mean, I suppose it
Britain's
doesn't matter, you know,
CEO
what
Sophia
happens,
Remington
happens.
Today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Night.
Oh. God. Yeah, I noticed that. Birth control side effects matter now that it's men, yeah. I mean, that's true. There are real life birth control pills for men that people have been trying to develop, and men won't take them because
While
the
advance is
side
certainly
effects.
proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in some positions investigating rumours that these previously privileged people
Oh, I see
may
the
be
lights.
planning some kind of
Yellow,
protest.
I could be
Robin?
on.
Thanks, Megan.
Green, I should be
I'm
on.
here in moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after advanced
Yeah,
tasks
these two, you might
with
want to
assets
hide your
and wealth
eyes.
on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
But quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable.
White
I hope you'll
waters.
forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock. My
She
goodness,
really
that must have
struggles
been
with
quite a
women's,
shock.
Robin. She really
Well, at
struggles
least you've
with
been
women's,
rehoused
Robin.
in a nice big house. At least you've been rehoused in a nice big house. this grubby little dad dispatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room and the same bloody breakfast room and the dining room. Having all one squab in one room. One room squabbing.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fuck's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Wow, you've asked the right.
Too many things to look at once.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think I told you about that was from Swinstead. I think I told you about that was from Swinstead. I wonder what happened to him. I wonder what happened to him. Daddy, why did you shoot him in the buttocks and run off into the woods? That's probably my last happy memory, Robin. That's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will wise and rebel. We wage war.
Here we go. Right, I'm looking at which screen it wants me to stay on.
Daddy! 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 Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news. Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our money. She's proper. Tilly's our money. She's
Well, at least you are showing some shame. At least you are showing some shame.
Free at last! Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy. He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
If you could see my face, you'd be laughing right now. The faces I'm pulling while I'm trying to do this must be a sight to see. Next time I'll try and find a good place for the camera.
Well, Jesse, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one of the top is right here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatching.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd put a camera. I could put one small somewhere maybe.
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough sharp work to last me a lifetime. I've seen enough sharp work to last me a lifetime.
He got shot in the buttocks, I think.
It doesn't seem like the way
I could put a small camera in the top, a small face in the top corner,
This
maybe.
country is becoming a very different place. This country is becoming a very different place.
Who's going to run around naked in our weather? Who's going to run
Not
around
you,
naked
Jeremy.
in our weather? Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans. There wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Ball Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back
Stick around, you won't
after
want to
these
miss it.
messages. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm busting. Oh.
Are you worried about your children?
Yes.
Are you scared of a long painful decline in your final
Oh, I'm out of breath.
trapped in your own body?
Oh, it's difficult.
Or losing your grip on reality? Well, it doesn't have to be.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it.
Okay.
6 p.m. for God's sake.
No fleshy bits.
Kitchens, or
Gotcha.
cholesterol
I will do my best.
And when it's
I
time
got an A+.
at the end of your stay, you'll pass on painlessly.
I'm so good.
Surrounded by those you love, in comfort and luxury. Isn't that what we all deserve at the end of a life well lived? Our expert legal team will help you make all those difficult arrangements.
That's what it says.
After
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hat line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right,
Nice to see
Jeremy.
they care.
But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation. Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan, you joined me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. We have Eddie Striker, she's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker's got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's no-go signature move of the year, Anki Hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. And, Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker. For shots number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad if you ask me. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So it's really not going to start there for Tommy Harris in round 1.
I have no idea what's going on here.
But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large.
Second round.
Harris. Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. Doesn't he broadcast any about the stuff? You broadcast slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult. I'm struggling to follow because it's quite nice, and women's bodies is quite nice. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now. Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. No, this is some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that a fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that at the Heaps. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery of this play here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington Smith. On my whistle. Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that.
I mean, I do pretty much know as much about what's going on here as I do when I watch most sports, so...
And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face, securing himself and the bucket has been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again. Hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Ballboy cannot be in the final pose. Ballboy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I would like to call that one. Both sides of the bucket. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. Unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Not bad. Not bad.
Do you know, I almost want to watch through. Like, you can watch your broadcasts afterwards, and I think I might want to, because I've got no idea. Like, I can't pay attention to what's happening because I'm paying too close attention to what I'm doing.
Because of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, because it's not going in the bucket. It's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. Back to striker.
Yeah.
And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps has gone for the animal bonus there. And yes, Harris has countered with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before.
It is just noise and work. Like, I'm just looking at the lights underneath their screens as to what screen I need to be on.
Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel. He's lost. Undefeated by Kestrel. He's lost. Here we go. Tommy Harris. Tommy Harris. That's all right. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact caution from the referee. Who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. A little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. You hate to see it, for God's sake. Okay, like, minutes for the Mets now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I don't know what I mean. It's sort of breasts and genitals full to see. Breasts and genitals full to see. I mean, there's only so much we can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters are hoping we get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes, yes, very good. Take them away. Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Jog off! Jog off! It's an absolute bloody... It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? It's a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go anywhere at this point. Really high level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. Two absolute juggernauts of the sport. Hold. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there. She did the egg spit from striker.
Can't believe she did the egg spit. I mean, that's a ballsy move at this stage of the competition, I think.
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. I'm not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today. And he's trying to have a banana as the ball! And he's trying to fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual of the Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Okay, the once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the onside security to collect their medals. Their 6th and 7th.
What's going on with my... What's happening?
What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight.
What's happening?
All I have to say say, Jeremy, back to you in the studio.
Patrick Barron there had an extraordinary fight.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you. I certainly
When we
wouldn't
come
bet
back,
against you.
I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages. That's coming up after
1 minute
these
back.
messages. Fucking microphone struck me.
What?
Fucking microphone
Do
just
you
struck
suffer
me.
from
Where's that
benign
sound guy?
prostate enlargement?
Everything
I'm
okay?
Tommy the Fingernail
Oh, the mics
Harris,
are just trying to kill us now.
sporting legend. I've
You'll
got
be
it on
fine.
4
You're
world
unshockable.
championships,
I'm
2
immune
cars
to your cheap
of the
flattery.
day.
I'm wearing you down. Don't think I played the first one, did I?
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit dangerous.
Oh, do you think?
I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Postman out.
Oh, what? So I now need to decide
So what caused
whether to take an electric shock for the sake of the programme.
Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new lining up there.
We don't know.
Oh my word. And if I take too many electric shocks, I die. I didn't know death was going to be a consequence.
Bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
If you
That's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, Pet.
quick. And it's not gay.
You'll see.
Fingernail Harris.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Check
Had a little accident.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers. Welcome to
Oh,
the
please,
National
it's just
Nightly
Julia
News,
and
Prime Ministers.
Peter.
We don't believe
It's
much
just
in
Julia
titles.
and
It
Peter.
doesn't seem very much in titles.
We're delighted to be here.
Well,
We're
firstly,
delighted
I should
to
ask
be
how you
here.
feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
No, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
Whingers, you know.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old man used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be. Just don't know.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. Find out what they're angry about. The door to my government is always open. But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have fun.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make. There were things that you have an announcement to make.
Let me ask you a question, Megan. Let me ask
It's
you a
not
question.
usually how it works, but
I mean, really scares you. I mean,
It's death. It's talking about death.
Didn't know there'd be jump scares either.
It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that advance have cured death?
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera? Which is me close-up camera? When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. From school, Grandad to the hospital. He'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. We'd all to say our. I went in to see him. We were all frail. I went in to see him. We were pale, frail. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle before. And he said to me, Peter, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people.
The last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, we were back home. Nope. He lived with us for 9 miserable years. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time. He wouldn't even wait till half time. Oh, it was awful. It was awful for us, and this is the point for us. And this it were awful for him. It were awful. He could see it was destroying me, man. Watching slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off. Is breathing out equipment at night, but she's breathing out equipment at night, but she couldn't. It were a crime, you see. It were a crime. And she didn't want to lose the children. And she didn't want to lose the children.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. No family should have to suffer like no family will have to. And now no family will have to. The Health Service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity.
So, killing old people.
Is important. And that's choice. This is a service only for people who choose it. Only for people who feel they've run their course. And people who don't want to burden themselves or their families. Don't want to burden themselves with a slow, long, humiliating decline. Long.
Are you okay?
Yeah, euthanasia.
Still on the air, Peter?
The question is, how voluntary would it be?
That this new... Are you not worried the system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Might be open
Sorry, I've got a sack again. Can I get a little bit of help here?
that the older generation might feel somewhat...
That one was massive. Right, no. This bastard's coming off. No.
That the older generation might feel somewhat
coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of...
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Don't get yourself sorted out. Don't get yourself sorted out. We're launching a government information film tonight to tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. You really do move at a breathless pace. You've yet to be in office a year.
You've yet to be in office. We're only getting started.
Thank you both so much for being here. Thank you both so much.
I think Zeus is trying to kill me.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners of the Sports Board final. We'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Dolantine. Have a peaceful night. You can.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
So they just...
Am I dead?
I suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
Am I dead? Did I die? I did it. Why can't I continue? What's happening? I gotta see. All offensive words censored. An interference-free show. An exceedingly poor... Every time I get an exceedingly poor edit. I'm well off! Oh, yes. And my shares are going up. That's what we like. I think this is a good place to end it. Otherwise, I will be here all night, which would not be any good for me. So, I don't know now whether I will stream this or Cheer tomorrow. But I'll definitely stream one of them tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. Oh, I will. Both cats like cuddling up with me in bed, so I will go to bed, cuddle the cats, and see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, so bye.